can't pin things, but I had shared the document a couple of times in general,
Okay.
like in a general channel. See if I can. Get the document. So
Alright, how's
so
it going?
sorry.
We're back with Mankind Divided.
Yes, that's who I was just like asking around to see what people want. I don't know who would play it.
Where's the okay, there we go. Found it. I'll just post it in general. Oh wait, I can delete this. These two things I marked in yellow because that's when I was testing. There were a few things I tested last. Let me just there. There's two markers not deleted. But everything else, yep, everything's fine. Oh, thanks. I definitely cannot do that. I think it's a rank thing or a staff thing. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it's admin thing.
So in total, I think I have about 80 mods, but not all 80 mods are just mods. Because when you're making a mod pack, like certain mods require libraries, and sometimes each mod has a different library. But sometimes you get lucky and you find mods that can share a certain library,
Yeah.
which can complicate things if you were to delete after configuring them to work together. But
Right.
if you do it that way, it consumes a lot less RAM. It's easier for players' clients to function. So so I made a notice that any mods not mentioned there are probably just across compat, but you will see more things inside. So I just put in the parent mod. Sometimes they have like forks that do work for them that you can add add-ons to, and
Oh shit.
I didn't add them in necessarily, but I could if people want to like have more clarity on it. I could skip the
I th-
libraries and stuff, but at least add the add-on.
I think the libraries are kind of not worth putting in because they're just like they need to
No, yeah,
function.
but the add-ons, I mean,
But the add-ons, if they add extra functionality, then
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I should probably do that because that way it will make more sense. People are gonna count these and then go back in their folder and go, hold up a minute, this doesn't add up.
Yep. I mean,
At least the
I
number of
don't know,
numbers
Alex,
but you have
you
to
still with
some
me?
download links.
I'm
so you can
accessing the
just,
biometric terminal now.
like, actually get them on.
How's this supposed to work?
The way Janus explained it, malware on the card will look for the profile of an authorized VersaLife
Yeah,
representative and clone it.
I thought you said the card was
because I
blank.
can't
Technically, I
run
said it.
Minecraft and have
Sorry.
the browser
But the
open
card
and
should be
have
active
Discord
now.
open
Find
and
the
also
elevator to the basement and try it.
open CurseForge and all that at the same time on 8 gigs of RAM. Like, I start lagging severely. So once I'm not
No.
using all of these things at once it's only just Discord open, then I'll do that. It's not a lot. I think only looking by the list, I could just say that there's add-ons for both
What's the
biofuel
difference
and
between the two bio mods?
yeah, there's like add-ons to that. There's like wood compatibility. So yes, they have so many different types of wood.
Hmm.
And then there's the whole think I did it also with Maka's Bridget, and what else was it? There's another couple of mods. My brain is malfunctioning at this moment, but I just have to open Curse Forge later and look at it. Yep. I think I also did it for Mr. Craze. I like how suspicious a blurred picture of an axolotl looks before you click on it. Like that was scary. That was scary. Like I was like, what am I about to click on? There's too many pinks blurred behind.
Using the codes agreed on in the last meeting. Okay. Seems like a strange breach of protocol.
Oh, fuck.
The only one that I wanted was like forestry or something, so we can have bees.
I want to go see an axolotl and like play behind the glass with it, but I don't want to own one because I'm gonna be so tempted
Seems
to
like a
touch it
strange
and they
breach of
cannot be
protocol.
handled much.
Does this have something to do with the VersaLife visit? Hey, that's officially unconfirmed. Don't let it get out.
So delicate. Unfortunately, they really are the type of animal that you just appreciate, don't touch much. Look at it, look at it, really pretty. If only axolotls in real life were like Minecraft axolotls. They can pick them, put them in a bucket, let them die. They can follow you, they can put them on a leash like a dog. Like, come on. Like, real life axolotls are so delicate. So delicate.
Oh, hi, Felicia.
Yeah, I think the what I wanted was forestry, bees, but to be honest, I don't really recognise most of these mobs, so
These eggs. These eggs. These chickens are just laying eggs everywhere.
So you can't even compost poison potatoes. What the fuck are you supposed to do with them?
bin them, I suppose.
You can only make poison with them. I came in to search like, wait, how's that displaying? And I see you. I thought everyone had left. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, wait. And I ran back in here. I'm like, oh,
It was harebrained.
I thought both you and Tom had left, so I was just like running around here and I see the display and I'm like, oh my god, it's haunted. This is haunted. I'm suffering from watching that From series. Like, it's a good series. I just watched the sixth episode last night. I hope it doesn't turn into trash, but I mean, come on, by the creators of Lost, it can't possibly be trash. And yes, it is giving a bit of Lost vibes, but that's just the way it tells stories. It's so good. So yeah, if you guys loved Lost, you should watch From, because it's the same creators.
Have you ever seen a show called Flash Forward?
No, but I think I've heard of it.
I think it might have been done by the same guys who did Lost. I'll have to check that.
I'm gonna have to check that out, yeah. because right now From only has 6 episodes, and I'm used to binge watching things. I don't like having to wait for them on a weekly basis.
I don't know if you can even stream it. Cause yeah, I don't know.
No, it's fine. If I can't find like an actual source to stream it, I got a site that has them.
Yeah. Yeah, they only lasted one
I
season,
can find an actual place to
unfortunately,
stream
though.
it. Like I did the same thing with From at first. I just went straight to the pirate site because that's where I learned about it. And then now that I know that I like the show, I'm actually hopefully this week I'll going to be like watching it legally because I want them to get the ratings.
Hmm.
Because it seems like the show doesn't have a lot of ratings, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to actually watch this wherever it is they have it.
Yeah.
Can't let the show die. I wonder if this works. Oh, see, that's dumb. She should have worked on that. It would have been fun.
The access card worked, Alex.
Yeah.
I'm in the elevator heading down.
Oh, no, it makes
Janus is
sense.
good,
Shears
man.
aren't used
He
to
said
that.
security measures prevent wireless communications near the vault, so you and I will lose contact.
There we go, it looks better now. Does the...
Meaning I'll be on
Actually-
my own from here on in.
Just until you enter the VersaLife vault and plug the data rod into their
Yeah, I was
terminal.
supposed to.
Janus should be able to contact you directly
upstairs.
once it's installed. He had me load a bunch
I
of
wasn't
malware.
planning on it
Of
being
course, you have to
oxidized,
reach the vault
but
access room and call
I
down
mean,
the
I guess
VersaLife
it
vault
kind of
first.
worked.
If you're
It
stopped
would
by
be
security,
oxidized from
Yeah.
all the water.
This is basically a data haven. It means we deal with the biggest,
Either that or I
largest,
could
and
just
the
scrape
most
it off
powerful.
and
And those are the ones with the most to hide.
Right here in
Is
this.
it honey? You put, no, beeswax oil you put on it,
They're
is
also
it?
the ones that are the most ruthless. The ones that have to jump through the most hoops.
anomaly detected.
I wonder if we can actually
Trace
turn it
program
into.
initiated.
I don't know how to
Access
do it, but
granted.
there has to be a way to turn it into an actual slide. It'd be hilarious.
You're a security guard. Speaking of that,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
get back to it.
definitely.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Ugh. Okay.
Clear patrol, confirm.
Check updated. No, still offline. IT is running a final systems check before fully activating it.
Better safe than sorry.
Doing this one.
Oh fuck.
I know you said it kind of works, but I'm just doing it because, just because. I
That's
just
what
scraped that
we
bit
do.
off and it started
That's what we do
oxidizing
right now.
again. Literally. 10 seconds. Oh, is it maybe because of the water? That's probably why, isn't it? Because it's right next to water blocks. That's maybe why.
Waypoint clear.
Yeah,
Confirm.
I mean, it should. It would oxidize if it were by water. I mean, look at the Statue of Liberty.
Fully activating it.
Yeah,
They
true.
tried painting it at first, and then they were like, "Fuck it, just let it be green."
No danger of that. Both the
Too much
anesthetic and the
humidity.
material
It's
have
always
overview
gonna
on the
be
operating
green.
systems.
Been out that engineer. What? A few years back? Engineer or a corporate spy?
Better get back to it or we'll get ours.
But that was a fail.
If I was the beeswax sitting, it was. If it were to include. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh shit! I've accidentally stripped off wax.
Why did you just now get the advancement? Oh, what?
I don't think. Yeah. I
I
accidentally
read
stripped
that
off.
so wrong.
No clients. Confirm.
Confirm.
Oh, why did you do that?
Massive wax for at least some of these blocks. Because some of them
Oh,
are
shit.
top, further up aren't oxidized. So yeah, some of them you've looks like some of them you've waxed. One of those ones there you had waxed.
Yeah, and others aren't. I must have confused them. I just grabbed stacks and left.
Do you want to leave them to oxidize, or do you want them waxed up?
I think we just let it do its thing. I mean, it's still gonna happen again unless we wax all of them and replace all of them.
Yeah, no. I was just scraping off to see
Picked up some.
how it looked for that. So
Stay free.
I wonder if you pour water on it, would that speed it up?
I'm gonna let the slime hover a bit.
Might have heard something.
Okay,
Oh,
whoa,
crap.
whoa, that was aggressive. that, I didn't think it would hurt that much.
What's this?
I'm wondering.
If
I'm just gonna let the baby slimes accumulate and see how much I can get.
Yeah.
Just wait, I'm sorry, killing them. The little ones are harmless. Hey, what are you doing? Are you gonna actually do a slide?
no, I was just seeing. I was actually just seeing if pouring water on it sped up the oxidization, but it doesn't.
It does, I think. No?
No, I don't think so.
Might have heard something.
Come on.
You just cut
Stay
a couple
low-key.
blocks to hold the water in so it doesn't pour everywhere.
Let me go get. I'm gonna go get 2 unoxidized blocks. I'm gonna put them next. I'm gonna put them by each other and see what happens. Let's see. 1 wax. No wait, unwaxed. 1 in water and 1 outside of water. Place them both at the same time. They're both non-waxed. So I'll put 1 here.
Let's put them in the. Alright, I was gonna say. The fact it's actually proper water blocks on it. No, it doesn't seem to. See.
Yep, but now water is hitting this one.
Even still, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe afterwards it oxidizes in the water and the air, but when you pour water on it, no.
Meanwhile, us playing science. Just staring here. Like some kind of experiment. Pathetic. What are we saying? But I don't think anything's happening now that I see it. Like, I don't know. Maybe because the other ones are oxidized already and it's spreads.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
What happens if I climb on? Do you know even better experiment? What happens if I climb up to the top of room chicken machine and pour water in there?
Access granted.
Look at water in there.
Dry. Oh, come see this. It changed. The one in water changed and the other one didn't.
Oh shit.
You were right. As soon as I started complaining, it just changed. I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm like, no, it's not working. Like, okay, yeah, it's working. That's actually a great feature because it does make sense.
Yeah. Unless it's a random technique.
Unlike us not
That
being
it
chopped in
changes.
half. Huh?
What's
I
that?
said this is great, unlike us not being chopped in half by the block thing, the what you call it? The one with the spinny wheel. Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Yeah, I'm like, why is that?
Yeah.
Like, if the little fire pit thing burns us, then why wouldn't the thing actually cut us in half? Like,
Because Minecraft logic, that's why.
What?
Oh, there we got our answer. Water does corrode it. I wonder if it's gonna change quickly to a worse off state. Oh, this one did too now, but at a much slower pace. See?
Yeah.
Not that much slower. It's only been like a minute or two, so water definitely corrodes it faster. I like how someone planted this and it never. Oh, it's two of them. That's why it didn't grow. It's supposed to be four of them.
Oh wait, this is this.
Yeah, this one's it. So cute, tiny. It's like a little hobbit house.
I'll go right down to the desert.
Little hobbit place. Basement and everything. I feel like this is more of the type of build I'll be having in modded. Because in modded you can make really pretty hobbit holes and stuff like that.
Anomaly detected. Trace access granted.
Imagine getting paid to do this in real life. Like, we chose the wrong things in school. We should have gone for science. We should have just been scientists. Just get paid for studying and shit. You do one thing, and then for the rest of the week, you just stare at it and write down comparisons and shit. It's like, God damn it, we all went for the wrong thing.
Yeah, chemistry. That's what we should have done. We should have become chemists.
Yeah, but I don't want to. If you're bad at math, you can't really go into chemistry. It sucks.
You're like this, look at
Watching paint dry, or in this case, paint get wetter. We're watching it.
Watching cover get wet.
Like, oh man. Wait a minute.
Anomaly detected.
So much slime.
Trace program initiated.
Imagine you could combine the slime with the
Access
glowing
granted.
stuff. Like glowing slime blocks. How cool would that be?
Wait, combining glowing.
If you could. If
Wait,
you
make
could
like line
combine
blocks.
yeah,
That'd be
that'd
amazing.
be cool.
You can make a bounce disco, like a bouncy house.
Yeah.
That doubles as a disco. That
Just in
sounds
case
like something
somehow you can
Sess
hear
would
me,
do in an
I'm
instant.
about
Like
to
I
call
could
down
see
the
her
person like
making
Vault Alex.
this, like
Definitely.
slash bar slash like. Oh man, that is right up Sess's alley. She would have so much fun with that. Okay, wait. It's okay, that's as much as I got. So, whee! Ooh.
Boing.
That was boing, 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 boing.
would we take fold it? See if we rebuilt the caves
Build
and
the
cliffs.
bouncy house. We have a ton of wool. We can make it colorful.
See if if the caves and cliffs scaffolding drop thing. You wouldn't take fall damage if you put a slime block at the bottom of that, would you? Because imagine the bounce you could get on that.
Wait. To do what? To like add what?
You know that the thing we built over there, up there to get the caves and cliffs achievement.
Yeah. Oh, you mean to like jump from there?
Yeah, and put it instead of water at the bottom, put a slime block.
Oh, that'd be great.
Rich. Grab one and take it.
Janice, can you hear me?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yes,
Never.
the link is weak, but I can strengthen it.
It happened because I was still
Wait, what are you doing?
and I
The
decided
data
to
rod
stop it
contains a
abruptly
secret
by, like,
program.
doing
It's
this.
flagging everything it finds on Project Orchid and sending it to me.
so I'm not
Wait,
sure.
wait, that's an audio file. Can I hear it?
I'm not sure how high up.
It's Megan. Those
Still
orchid
up,
samples you
stuff?
told my new assistant to send to Switzerland?
Some of it is. I'm not sure how high
It's
up
okay.
it is.
I told him he could.
But it's definitely
But
gonna
it's
be way
just-
higher. I mean, it's like
I've never heard of this
300
garden facility before.
A recent acquisition. I'll have to take you there someday.
That's not necessary.
I'm
Listen,
gonna go
the
up
changes
and
we
check
make to the
real quick.
orchid's Cas enzymes, they're incredibly dangerous. Until we perfect the replacement-based fragment, GARM's researchers must keep a neutralizing enzyme on hand.
I've read your reports, Megan.
Oh, yeah.
I know all about the failures of the CRISPR molecule. I'm even keeping a sample of the neutralizer inside a secure vault in case your research gets corrupted.
Put the bouncy
You
house
are?
up here.
Trust
Or
me,
should I put
you
it
have
all the way
nothing
down
to
there?
worry about.
Thank you. I just...
You put the
Wanted to be sure
I
this
was
time.
going to put the slime block right at
Good night,
right
Bob.
at
Good night, my dear.
minus whatever it is, the
Megan.
maximum
Dr.
minus
Reed,
Y.
You seem
See how
disappointed.
much of a bounce
She joined
you can
VersaLife
get
shortly
when you
before
go through
Seraph
them.
Industries closed. I assumed you knew.
Oh,
So I'm gonna put
I don't suppose you
Gonna
know anything
grab
about this
the
facility in
water.
Switzerland.
and replace
Garm,
it with a
I've been
slime
digging into it ever since your ex
Oh,
said
yeah,
the
slime
name.
block.
It was a
I already did
geological
it, so
research
yeah, you
center
said
until
it all the way up.
2025
I
when
put the
Bell
slime
Tower
block down
Associates bought it. They didn't list it on their balance sheet when they filed for bankruptcy.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess they also
Looks like
forgot
it
to
may
mention the
still be
spec ops unit that
okay.
went AWOL.
I'm at
I have to get to Garm.
115.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai. If Paige sent them the orchid,
That's everything.
I'm right
Shit,
behind
Unless they're
you.
storing something physical in there. Either way, I suggest you leave soon. With the vault in that position, you should be able to exit through the shaft. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And please don't forget the data rod when you leave.
Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Facing east.
He's straight, okay.
Yeah.
I hope this works, 'cause I don't want to lose 23 levels.
I'm only at 1. So if I die, it's like, oh, I'll just pick up all my stuff. Man, this thing goes on forever.
220 max height? Sorry?
This thing is going on forever and ever. I don't see the end of it yet. And I'm still going on.
Anomaly detected.
Minus
Trace program initiated.
Y minus 60. So 226. Ah, there we go.
I'm at 237 at the moment.
Access granted.
I'll wait for you up here. What's it?
Oh, I can finally see your name tag. Very tiny, but I can see it. I'm about to get there.
Anomaly detected.
Ta-da!
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Just remember not to press shift while you're still bouncing.
Janus, can you hear me?
That's what I did.
I think I found that neutralizing enzyme Megan and Paige were talking about.
Ooh,
We don't
I wanna
have
see
a lot
how
of time,
far
Mr.
you bounce
Jensen.
back.
We'll lose contact.
No problem, I got this
I'll
one.
just throw myself too,
I
because
might
I'm
be
not
able
gonna
to
be
save
able
a
to
life or two with this, if the orchid shows up again.
It's pretty good actually. I got
Whoa!
right past the, get right past the cobbled, the deep slate layer, and right up to the stone layer, like half the stone layer. It's pretty cool, yeah.
That was fun.
I think we should use that, yeah. That's pretty hard.
Yeah. Wait, where the hell is the exit? Where am I going? Am I going all the way up? Did I miss
Yeah,
it?
it's the
What?
it's the deep slate layer.
Oh, there we go. I was like, where am I? I couldn't see anything.
Wait, oh, wait, check another. Oh, damn, another geode. Nice. So wait, I'll just name out this geode for him here.
Sorry. What was it?
What, sorry?
I said sorry,
Oh,
Mom.
it's just another geode in here.
Wait, I came out the
geode.
wrong place in a cave right above. Geode. Hold on, I'm going down there. Oh wait, I think we have found this before actually.
Yeah.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Cool.
Oh, the massive staircase. I remember how long it took me to dig this.
Yeah, I was there when you used to dig it.
Living on the stair.
Amazing.
Oh man, it took ages. It literally took ages. It took me like a whole morning. Had this been modded, I would have already been dead. Something would have grabbed me. I think about it. I don't know. Hopefully, I can probably configure it to be less annoying, but as of right now, that pack is definitely the type of pack where you will die 500 times.
Anomaly detected.
And that's after
Trace
making
program
it.
initiated. Access granted.
Mostly because of Fire Nights and the dungeons thing. And there's so many things. Like a dragon could literally come out of nowhere, Game of Thrones style, burn an entire village and kill you in the process.
That's almost two stacks of almost 2 stacks of amethyst from that. I've got 18 stacks of amethyst crystals, amethyst shards here. Okay, now. Not sure. This is pretty much just HD and drilling back as it plays there. I'm not sure what.
Trace program initiated.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm
Access
mostly doing
granted.
that because it's not like we're about to host our own private server. If comp is being nice enough to, like, you know, it's just being polite. Like, I don't want to cause, like, I don't want people to be like, oh, well, you can't just come in here and do this and that, which they'd be absolutely right to complain about.
Sam, look at our experiment. It's not actually going the way we thought.
Wait, what?
I know.
This ruins the whole experiment. So water has nothing to do with it.
Nothing has to do with it.
Disappointed. I am disappointed in Modem once again. Like, what is this shit?
No, does not make sense.
Anomaly detected. Trace program. Access granted.
I'm just gonna leave those black there because someone's gonna come by and be like, "What the hell is this supposed to be?"
And another fuck ton of iron. I mean, the spot the cave we chose wasn't great.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Oh fuck.
We've got Skelly Dungeon and two.
Access granted.
No, 3 geodes really close by, so that's pretty fucking good.
The floor of this stage, especially, was just really big to begin with.
Yeah.
Like even after
I like how we've.
It's still pretty big.
Yeah. I do like how we've how we've terraformed it.
Yep. I don't know exactly what we'll be doing in modding. Like what are the plans? Are we doing another?
I don't know.
Simply change it up instead of a cave to something else, but then the name doesn't fit. How is it a hollow bastion if it's not in a cave?
I don't know. I tried
It's
to
Jensen.
set up.
We've got a lead on the augmented mercs who
the
ambushed
mod
us in
pack,
Dubai.
but
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Tried it
Just
last night,
hear me out. There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't.
Multi-MC
I'm en route
just
to
keeps
Prague
crashing.
now. She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out
Although
there.
at least that's
Miller
the one.
out.
That's what the mod pack that Les gave me. So I don't know what it'll be if the mod pack's changed. So. But it'd be better.
Well, the
Oh,
pack that
fuck.
I'm running now, like at first I wasn't able to play it on Forge because it was lagging, but after configuring it a bit, it works perfectly fine for CurseForge as long as I'm not running anything else on my laptop. But that's because my laptop is trash. If you have more than 8 gigs, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, ATL I was having. Like ATL I couldn't even log into, and multi-MC was just kept crashing when I went to try to launch it. So fuck knows what's happening, to be honest.
I do have to find out if that's an issue because I know other people might not want to use actual CurseForge launcher, and I'm gonna have to find out what the issue is with multi-MC. Actually, hold on. I'll be back. I'm gonna stay and call. Hopefully, it doesn't lag too much. And if it does lag, then I'll just switch to my phone. But I'm going to check real quick. I need to take you up on that because I'm not sure. I know it works on CurseForge, so I won't test that any further. I'm gonna test it on multi-MC real quick. Let's see.
Copper.
Miller, it's Jensen. I've got a...
Oh, the copper.
lead on the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai.
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Just hear me out.
I wonder if... I'm not sure if the pack I'm using right now is the one before Battle Towers broke everything or after. But let's check and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then it must be the wrong file. But so far it's loading. I don't get any errors in CurseForge. Oh, this did crash on MultiMC, but not on CurseForge. This does crash on MultiMC.
Yeah. Maybe an issue with multi-MC then.
But it does work on CurseForge unless I'm grabbing the wrong pack. Let me run CurseForge and take the pack directly from there and run it on the multi-MC. I have grabbed the wrong one.
Oh, what's the wrong one?
No, I think I grabbed one of my previous versions just now. Let me make sure this one. Oh, yeah, this is older. Let me delete this one.
There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't. I'm en route to Prague now.
Extract it again.
She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out there. Miller out.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Ah, fuck, I don't know. Dump that shit in there.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to streaming. Since, all the
Hello.
drama's over and done with.
It's all over.
Yeah.
It's all over now.
It's all over.
Hey, get out of my swamp!
your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Aria. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Who's this person?
Shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
You really think Rucker was the problem? That his death is somehow gonna make things better for Augs?
I don't think he was the solution. We need a new leader. Someone a little less beardy, McFancy diploma. Someone who's gonna fight, you know? Stand up to some of these bullshit laws. You hear about the Human Restoration Act?
Yeah. If the restoration vote passes, I don't know that it's gonna matter very much who the leader is.
It's gonna be a government-mandated horror show is what it's gonna be. Men in white coats pulling out augmentations like they are teeth. Anyway, speaking of medical horrors, you ready for me to fix you or what?
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. Changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad. I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
Cool.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Shouldn't we be arresting you know who by now?
Johnny's not going.
We can't let him get away with
Your
it.
hurry. Orders are orders.
Excuse me. I give up. Please, did they send you to protect me?
All about our orders.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Org victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me. They have neither the will nor the courage.
Be that as it may, it's still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Let's talk to you about what happened. I thought you talked to him and not to me.
Away from the crime scene. Sir.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was going to work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Just because one trusts them doesn't mean I do. Who'd you piss off to pull this dude in?
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Found something.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. And she... It was just a matter of time before they got her.
Before who got her?
She's that journalist. The one writing all those things about you know who.
You'll have to fill me in.
Radko Maximilian Perry? The local anti-AUG politician? That's Angela Gunn lying there. She's the one that's been writing about him. There was a threat of a scandal and everything. Coincidence?
It's important to follow the evidence in situations like this. You can't just accuse people left and right.
I gave you evidence. I told you. The articles.
Right. Other than that, is there anything else that makes you think this politician might be responsible?
Damn right there is. Fucker told my car once. When he was municipal transport minister.
I see.
I hate that guy so much.
Did you actually see anything?
I just got here, so I see what you see. A dead, augmented journalist.
Thanks.
I've got nothing else to say.
Yes, thought as much.
Away from it, Frank.
Just keep moving, keep the blood pumping.
This can't be happening to me.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark, black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Oh fuck, I feel like when I last played this game, this is something that happened where it took me like an hour to try and find the last piece of evidence. It's probably not highlighting, or it's something on the corpse that I haven't noticed. Fucking hell. Yeah, so it's all within this like area. It's the circle.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Hogs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Og or no Og.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an Og, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe, I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now don't get me wrong, I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey, not the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Right, she was a journalist. Hence the scandal with Radko Perry. I still don't consider that proof of anything.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean like being my subordinate?
I mean like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
Ah, that's it. Alright.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Then I'll prepare us a bar.
I have some questions.
I actually remember who it was now. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, maybe the last bit of evidence could be up here, but actually, oh, there we go.
2 years too late already.
I can't see anything.
Something is going to push them into attacking us.
Maybe there's a pocket secretary or something.
These assholes trying. No, I don't believe it.
Fucking Augs. No respect.
I know.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-Aug speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is bowling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket. How does that sound?
Your reputation precedes you, Radko.
What can I say? My career is built on a simple premise. Secure the grandmother vote and build from there. Now, please explain to me why you are here.
I'm here because I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Compassion is for the cameras, but hey, maybe you should be the politician. For a second there, I almost believed you care.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting votes.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me. That's all.
I'll make the calls. You worry about giving me a list of names and numbers.
Sure. My office will forward you the information within 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. Scout's honor.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be involved in one is not.
So you're not going to tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
Tell me about your relationship with Angela.
Angela? Angela who?
Angela Gunn, the journalist who's apparently been writing some very insightful articles about you.
Oh, her. She did a nice job of keeping my name in the news. Local politics is a real slog, you know. As long as they're talking about you, it's good.
Even if she was saying things you didn't like?
Sure, why not? Angela's readers were never my voters. I'm not exactly courting the Aug vote here. Did Angela and I share views? No. Did we like each other? Not one bit. But our hatred was professional, not personal. Nothing to kill over.
You sure you don't want to rethink your fake alibi?
Where I was tonight is none of your business.
Sure you don't want to add anything about Angela?
She got what she deserved, but not from me.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Feel like the floor is about to give out under them.
Mr. Perry doesn't pay me to talk. Just go back the way you came.
initiated. Access granted.
Soundproof the basement. Don't eyeball me. Ханзерс would try to attack this upstanding citizen. Что это такое? Hello? Damn addict.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.